All right, boys. Lights, camera, action.
From the Ugly Parrot Studios in Newcastle, California, the Loomis Cigar Cartel presents Beyond the Humidor, a cigar podcast for the rest of us. Well, good Monday. Not that any of you care. Afternoon to everybody. Greg here, along with my favorite cohorts, Larry and Anthony. How's everybody doing today?
Fabulous.
I've been betrayed by the feckless bourgeois class of this country. I don't know where to go from there. I'm doing good. It was very funny. My dad went to get drinks and forgot to bring me Dr. Pepper, so I'm making a big deal out of it because it's amusing to me.
Wow, calling it out there. Mm-hmm.
This is also, we got a new tablecloth. This is our Addressing the Allegations tablecloth. We bring it out for special occasions. This is our news conference tablecloth.
Since Scott's not here, let's address the allegations in the room.
Wow.
Scott's having a good time. He'll be fine.
Oh, no, he's not. So as you guys know, notice Scott's not here. I'm in the command chair. Scary. Power. Yeah, right. So Scott's on his cruise. Because I wasn't ready for this. Let me pull up the text message we got from him.
Oh, no.
Not that doesn't work anymore. I hate some of these Office products now. But anyway, so today let's hit our cigar first, and then we'll come back to Scott.
Hang on, pause. Those of you who are watching the video, you just watched something happen. If you have a torch lighter that is getting old and it sticks and you're not paying attention, you will burn your fingers. You just watched me do that on camera. Congratulations.
That could have been unpleasant.
It was. There was no it could have about it.
Yeah, I just did. It's probably been a month ago now, but I had a cigar canoe so bad tunnel that as it was getting down pretty short, I was driving. I went to pull it out of my mouth and I burned.
You didn't see it creeping up on you?
I burned right above that knuckle, man, on my middle finger. I'm like, God, because you can't turn loose of it fast enough, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you can't throw it in across the car.
Yeah, it's going to drop in your lap, or I'm like,
You got to bring it in for a controlled landing.
I got to make sure I'm not going to set my mustache and goatee on fire. So
weaving across lanes of traffic as you.
Yeah,
do
it was a rough experience.
But not as bad as what Scott went through. Transition.
So this is the message that we received Thursday, 4:26 our time, which is just early. Yesterday's travel was a shit show. So much so we canceled our airline flights coming home and got 2 first-class tickets on, if you listen to the show, you know what his favorite airline is. 2 words, fuck this particular airline. My clever response was, yeah, that company's retarded. So you'll have to wait till he comes back to hear what happened. But, I'm expecting some kind of shenanigans and something, because air travel nowadays, particularly with the death of, if I pay you the lowest budget, you'll get us there, but it might take you 12 hours, also known as Spirit. I think everybody else's timetables are pretty much gone out the window.
Well, yeah, and there's no Spirit was the one thing keeping there some incentive for the other airlines to be like, if you're going to give us this much money, we'll be at least halfway decent. Now it's like, nah, we'll charge you what we want and it's going to suck.
Well, with the death of Spirit Airlines, I'm sure you guys can all guess who the new low budget airline has now become.
American? Oh,
we're proud to announce Beyond the Humidor Air. It's just one dude and a little Cessna.
It's a covered wagon with a picture of an airplane on the side of it.
How is that somehow worse?
It could be. It very well could be. All right. So let's talk about cigars today. You and I have done this before when it's been you and me many, many moons ago talking about budget sticks. It's time to come back around to another budget cigar. So you'll notice on the table here in front of me, today's feature is the Rocky Patel Cargo. I actually lit one on my way up here, which was a bit of a shit show in its own right, getting up here on time. But It comes in several different sizes, of course. There's a Torpedo, there's a Robusto, there's a Churchill, and a Toro. We're smoking the Toro today. Have you ever heard of the Cargo? It's understandable if you haven't. Only Central America has released more brands than Rocky Patel since 2005. Here's the skinny. While Rocky Patel is mostly known for his 90-plus rated award-winning blends, RP also creates a wide profile of wallet-friendly blends that please your palate as much as your bank account. Affordable, dependable, and rather delicious, the Rocky Patel Cargo is like a cool drink on a hot summer day. Well, as today is 90 freaking degrees outside, you know.
Don't do 90 degrees dirty. You'll be missing 90 degrees in another 3 weeks.
Amen.
Don't do my girl dirty like that.
Well, in another 2 weeks, by the time we get to that point, you'll be on a cruise in Mexico.
Yes.
So
me and 4,200 of my closest friends.
Right. So despite Rocky Patel's Cargo's modest appearance, this medium-bodied blend delivers full flavor goodness in spades. Nicaraguan tobaccos are carefully combined in Cuban sandwich style. I have no idea what that means, and we've been doing this show for nearly 8 years. Then hugged by a dark, oily Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut wrappers to produce a rich, creamy bouquet, earth, sweet cedar, leather, espresso, bean linger on the palate just before a sweet series of gentle spices completes each puff. That is the description according to Cigars International.
Hugged by a what now? I thought you were going to say hugged by a dark, oily, like Dominican woman. I'm like, what is this marketing?
It's an hugged by a dark and oily Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut wrapper.
Ecuadorian, okay.
So there are, of course, several sizes. These are prices that are currently on Cigars International right now, which is, in fact, where I got them from. The Robusto 5x50 is about $52.99 for a bundle of 20. They're currently back ordered. Toro comes at $57.99. The Torpedo 6.1 by 52 is $62.99. So is the Super Toro, which is a 6.5 by 52, and the Churchill, all three at $62.99 per bundle. You know, when you figure it's less than $3 a stick, or it's a little over $3 a stick, I really can't complain for an everyday cigar.
No, this is a fine.
I completely missed that it was Rocky Patel until you said it, because their brand, their RP is not the main thing on the band. I was surprised when you said that, like, oh snap, Rocky Patel.
Well, if you look at the RP on there, it's not even
It's
the
not
actual Rocky RP that we know. But it is done by them, and it's a good medium. You know, what I like is, you know, when you have collections like all of us do, I need something that I can go to, because, you know, Larry, I know you don't smoke every day, but Larry and I do.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times when I'm smoking a $15, $20 cigar a day, and I'm just sitting here going, oof, my wallet's just lighting money on fire.
Well, and then you don't necessarily need or want to be smoking a $20, $25, $30 cigar while you're weed eating the frickin' lawn, or, something where you might set it down and walk away from it for 2 hours before you remember to pick it back up again.
Yeah.
If half of this thing goes sideways, I got no problem tossing it and lighting another one.
Right.
So, yeah, it's always good to have a nice, kind of middle of the road, budget friendly stick in your humidor. Everybody,
Anthony?
what?
Oh, I was lost in thought. I would say similarly, from a different direction than you guys, even though I don't smoke as much, because I don't smoke as much, and because you guys give me stuff either from the show or birthday, or you just randomly hand me something. It's like, hey, so-and-so gave me this. Try, take, this is one that, smoke it when you have time. By the time I get to the point where I do decide to have a cigar outside of the show, there's a little bit of that, like, decision paralysis of, shit, was this one that I was supposed to, like, set aside time for? Was this one from a random grab bag? Similarly, it is nice to just have a handful of ones that are like, oh, that's just generic cigar parentheses that I don't have to worry about, like, shit, is this one that I was supposed to sit and smoke slowly and enjoy, or was this one that was a one of 100 that one of the 5 random cigar rollers that you guys see every now and then gave you to share. And it's like, cool, this one is just a cigar. I don't have to think about it.
So clearly what you're telling me is they need to start writing it on the bag what it is for you.
At a certain point, yes. Because I smoke so infrequently compared to you guys that I've still got stuff. I guarantee you there's still stuff in my humidor that you guys brought me back from Rocky Mountain like 2 or 3 years ago, just because I haven't gotten to them yet.
The last time we all went together was 2022.
Okay, maybe not that far ago, but you know what I mean?
While.
Like, if you guys came back from an event with a bag of stuff and you shared some with me, it's probably still in my humidor just because I haven't circled around to it yet.
Right.
So
now, in a budget stick such as this, I will say there are a few things that you have to put up with. For example, mine is deciding to come apart.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad, and it happens. Does it stop me from smoking it? No. You may notice a little bit more than usual. I'll be going like this because I get little bits of tobacco coming off the back end. I'm not quite sure if this is a long filler or a short filler. I don't really know because it doesn't say. But you know, I mean, for $3.25 a cigar, basically, I'm not complaining. You know, it's a solid smoke. The flavor's good. It kind of reminds me of, you know, believe it or not, it reminds me of the 7-year Connecticut, the
2012,
2007, the Rocky. A little bit darker wrapper, but it's got a lot of those same notes to it. So, you know, I like it. We'll see how you guys like it as we go through the program. So, it's email time.
Dun, dun, dun.
We actually got an email. There was an email that I forgot to address last show. We got a little note from one of our listeners that asked if they're in town, are we able to have people join us for the recording? Most of the time, it's unfortunately not yet. Hopefully, once I get the new studio finished, we could potentially have that happen. But right now, we're not able to do that yet. So hopefully in the future, if you're out in this area, you can come join us. Now, mind you, we will tell you if you do send us an email and say, hey, you're going to be out in the area, we'll tell you where we're going to be at if we're smoking at a shop. So you can come join us there. All right. So if you remember some episodes back, I went, I haven't heard from Rich Denhart out of Georgia in a while. And if you guys don't remember, he was the one that bought us the great big Bucky's surprise bag with all the beaver nuggets and moon pies and all those fun things in it. So it says, gentlemen, I have been on a mission over the past few weeks to catch up on 6 months of Beyond the Humidor podcasts.
Jesus Christ, are you well?
Yeah, did you get paroled? What happened?
I don't know. During the binge, Gorilla went AWOL and returned as Anthony. Scott went under the knife. Scott and Greg are now on a weight loss journey. And Larry, well, that man is as consistent as an apostate initiatory.
Season 5 of the podcast is crazy. There's so many twists and turns.
Right. Your recommendations and cigar news put my cigar buying mind in overload. Also, the train pilgrimage stories were great. Saw videos and looked and was sounding amazing. Thank you. Anthony did one video. I did the other.
It's on the way. It's on the way east. It's in Iowa right now.
Yeah, but
it doesn't go that far south.
Doesn't go that
does
far
not,
south,
unfortunately.
I will finally catch up tonight sitting on my humid Georgia front porch listening to episode 169 outside as I enjoy my last apostate cigar.
Uh-oh. Your local brick and mortar hasn't pulled those in yet?
I don't think so.
Rich, what's going on, buddy?
We'll have to get a hold of Rich and reach out to Brandon and have him contact that fellow. Mm-hmm. He goes on to say, my annual visit to my Hayward and Escalon customers is happening on June 3rd. My goal, assuming airlines and meetings run on schedule, is to arrive at Tobacco Republic by 5 to hopefully restock my empty apostate drawer and find a few other nuggets, no matter how insane California's cigar tax is. Good news, Rich, it's going down. Local cigar retailers make the cigar world go round. We entirely agree with that. I plan to smoke one if time permits and relax with any regulars in the lounge. Last thing about Buc-ee's. Their expansion continues to the Midwest and now Arizona this year. Rumors are this location is in their future plans. And for those of you not watching this on YouTube, first of all, shame on you. You should be. Buc-ee's on the moon.
Bucky's on the moon.
Buc-ee's on the moon.
All right.
That's what he sent me. Miss you guys, but glad to be back on track. Thank you again for producing a very entertaining show. Rich Denhart, Marietta, Georgia.
Thanks, Rich. Good to hear from you, man. We're starting to get a little concerned, to be honest.
True.
We brought that up a couple times. It's like, man, the guy came out, he met us, and we don't hear from him anymore.
Scared the shit out of him.
Yeah,
That's probably what it was, though. He met us and then went, oh, fuck.
Yeah, like, cured it ourselves.
I'm sorry. I need to interrupt here's the thing about having a friend that lives in the Midwest. You get the most
Midwest shit.
unhinged. I'll send this to you. I'm going to save it right now so I don't forget. I'll send this to you to put in the show. This is the image I just got from my dear friend, Ethan Wilson.
Oh, nice. Venison nuggets.
There's just a deer. There's just a deer in his garage. Just a little fawn, just hanging out. There's no context. There's no message along with this. There's just an image.
Are they going to put a collar around it, raise it, and then eat it?
Hold. I can top your deer.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Stand by one.
Wait, if you're about to pull up a picture from the Oklahoma side of the family, that's not fair. Oklahoma's a whole nother level of...
Nope. Not even the Oklahoma side of the family. Your mama.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
So, every morning, send your mother an I love you. I get an I love you back and a picture.
Of a skunk?
Of a bear shit.
Of a pile of shit on our driveway.
Oh, yeah, there's a bear just hanging out in our area. Fun fact.
So, apparently, sorry I was in a hurry, was the wrong response to that.
You know, she showed all her friends that text exchange. Sure. I will share. There is a little bit of an Ethan update that I showed you that we've kind of shared by proxy on the podcast. I can also send this to you if you want. That is the sound of Ethan's Impala running pretty cleanly for the first time in the 3 years he's been building it. He is over fucking joyed that he's finally gotten it running steady, and he fixed the transmission leak. So is
bubblegum.
Well, it is Oklahoma, so baling wire,
Kansas,
bubblegum, and duct
Kansas.
tape are required.
Kansas, man. There's people in Oklahoma getting ready to kill you right now.
Well, I don't plan to set foot in Oklahoma, so we're good.
You didn't mistake Kansas and Missouri or Kansas and Nebraska. Them's be fighting words. No, he is overjoyed that the Impala is running.
Yeah, he amuses easily.
But yeah.
Good times. So, no other listener email?
No.
What the hell's going on here, man?
I don't know. These people are,
It's a tough crowd.
It is. I mean, I get all kinds of emails that I don't particularly give a shit about, but.
Oh.
But
apparently I didn't turn the volume on.
Oh no. I'll bring up a story and then a topic that I don't think we brought up on the podcast, but we've brought up on the podcast, but something I've learned about the cruise I'll be taking. First of all, we had Scott's birthday dinner, and the one story I'll tell from that is we went to a restaurant up here in the Auburn area called El Agave. Amazing Mexican food.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Amazing Mexican food. But everyone ordered their food. But the guy comes out with what did you order? What the hell was that?
What did I order?
Yeah.
I ordered the special of the evening, which was lobster and ribeye fajitas.
Did it also come with shrimp?
They had shrimp on it as
shrimp, ribeye, and lobster fajitas with the tortillas. You make your own thing. Okay, I'm not giving my dad shit for that. The funniest goddamn thing happened is my dad's sitting across from me. He and I are the two all the way in on the booth. This guy brings out the twin towers of fucking sizzling platters. It's like a
It's like a 24 by 18 tray, with two elevated metal, lava hot.
There's
platforms.
20 pounds of sizzling fajita meat on this thing, and he's all excited to hand it out, and he looks at my dad, looks down the table at my dad, looks at, quite frankly, the two inebriated women between my dad and him, my mom and tiny wife, looks at the giant sizzling platter. Look, he does like a triple take, and I'm like, he's like, oh no, this is not gonna end well. It did end up going fine, but the look on the guy's face, like, he's like, how the fuck am I going to do this?
Yeah. Why is our server now Indian?
He almost I bet he almost walked around to the other side and handed it through the big window.
Yeah, from the other table where he only had to pass it over one person.
Oh Lord, but it was good food. Holy cow.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's got to be one of our favorite places to eat. But that's one of those, even if you go hungry, you're bringing home another meal's worth of food.
Oh yeah.
What exactly did you guys do with those leftovers?
I ate them.
Ah.
I had lunch for 2 days.
Wow.
I was about to say, yeah, that was my next day's lunch and dinner. I got what did I get? The Mexicano burrito. It was like a wet burrito with like the roasted peppers. It was like, I'm like, anything on that menu is good.
I've never had anything there I wasn't amazed with.
And to the people that say, oh, Auburn has too many Mexican restaurants, shut the fuck up. They're all fantastic. What are you talking about? And they're all different enough from each other. Like there's El Agave, there's that El Tapatio burrito place that's more of like a drive-through.
Yeah.
But it's similar in vibe to like Adalberto's, where it's authentic, but it's a little more quick and easy to grab. And they make great shit. There's the if you want more like the chain restaurant, what's the place that replaced Chevy's?
Oh, I don't know. Give me a minute. I'll think of it.
Yeah, it's another chain, but it's not like a Chevy's big chain. It's like
it's like a local, Northern Cal chain. But yeah, there's pizza places and Mexican food. Auburn's got the market cornered, man.
Well, I rarely have gone to a restaurant in Auburn that I haven't liked. You know, that burgers and cream joint that's there right as you drive into town is good food. I mean, my favorite place to have breakfast, which, dude, you got to get in there early or you are screwed and bring cash, is Catherine's over there behind the DuPont paint store.
Yeah.
Dude, if Catherine's has reservations, they're booked out for a year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they do, but they would be. It's insane.
And if you don't go on a weekday morning, I think they're closed Monday, Tuesday, but weekends, you're waiting for hours.
Well, so I had just had that conversation with somebody about Mario's Early Toast.
Oh, it is El Tapatio.
El Tapatio, yeah.
El Tapatio, and then that means I got the other place wrong. Hang on.
El Tapatio's got a Sunday brunch, all you can eat brunch that's literally everything on their menu out in a buffet line. Goes through the entire restaurant. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
The one up by Forest Hill exit is Taqueria El Burrito.
Oh yeah, their chicken burritos are off the hook.
And the only complaint I've gotten about any of those three places, they're a little expensive. It's like, one, it's good food. Two, everything's a little expensive, unfortunately.
Well, and also you're buying 8.5 pounds of food. Too,
yeah.
You know, it's you got to reach for your to-go box that's coming out the drive-up window with both hands, or you're not going to get it in the window.
Well, your dad said something to me years ago, and it's always stuck with me. I don't mind paying for good food as long as it's good.
Yeah,
and it's true. I mean, you know,
and I've said it 100 times. If I sit down and the menu price doesn't scare me off, then bring me something to eat, because I can eat. I was taught how when I was real little. I can't get out of the habit. And luckily for the area we live in, which was not the case when I first moved up here, there are a lot of good restaurants. We have a fantastic Italian place, literally, 1,000 yards up the road from my shop, La Fonoretta.
I got to do it because John Luca will Sicilian.
Yeah.
They'll politely correct you.
But the food's amazing up there, and as close as that is to where we live and where I work, we don't get in there enough. And that's another one. If you're going on a Friday or Saturday night, you're waiting 45 minutes for a table.
We also have like good we have I can't remember we have a great Thai place in Auburn that I can't think of the name of. And then we got the Jinmei sushi place.
Mm-hmm.
I love the poor people at Jinmei. The family that runs it came out for like the first time in 5 years and said, "We're so sorry. We have to raise prices. And the community's like, who fucking cares? Your sushi is amazing."
Well, and
Like, do whatever you got to do.
and that's the whole thing. It's not just Auburn proper. I mean, this whole area's got some great places to eat. I mean, you've got that joint that's around the corner from Felix's cigar shop in that same complex.
Yeah, Corner Tavern.
Yeah. You've got LBB, their brewhouse and gastropub. You and the wife are down there all the time.
Yeah.
Their barbecue's amazing.
And this is more as you get closer to Sacramento. And I know there are people that don't like this moniker, but the whole farm to fork thing that Sacramento and the surrounding area pushes, it's good food because they try to source shit from local.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have so much agriculture in the area that it'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
And half the places do, and that's what makes it really good. What's the German place?
Catherine's.
No. Is the Edelweiss?
Edelweiss, the breakfast place up in Auburn?
No, I thought there was another German place down the other way, down 80 somewhere, like Rockland.
That's Catherine's.
Yeah,
that's Catherine. Then what am I thinking in Auburn for breakfast?
Edelweiss is a breakfast place in Auburn.
Oh, am I? Did I get the cute?
Yeah, you got
I just
up.
assumed Edelweiss was a German place because Edelweiss.
It is.
They're both German places. How did I not have gone to both of these?
Catherine's Beer Garden's got some. They have some great food and a lot of very authentic German style beers too. So
we went way off on a food tangent, but I'll end on this. You don't listen to the show, but fuck you, Arvin, for sending me pictures from Himmel House in North Lake Tahoe or South Lake Tahoe. Fuck you. Himmel House is that German place that the Winton staff would go to on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Holy! If you're in North Lake Tahoe by the Heavenly Resort run, the bottom of the ski run, there is a German place called Himmel House, and they have some of the best authentic German food. The essentially German mac and cheese, the Kasse Spatzel. I think they have 3 or 4 house wursts. They have the Knockwurst, the Bratwurst. They have like the 3 or 4 main ones, and then occasionally they'll have, especially like they had a Mandarin Duckwurst one time. They had an Elkwurst.
yikes!
Fuck, dude, so fucking good.
This is a great area of the country to be a fat guy that likes to eat.
Right.
I'm telling you.
And then, I don't know if you've ever been there, but there used to be an Italian place called Passeretti's as you're coming into Lake Tahoe.
I've seen it. I'd seen it. No, we'd never been there.
I don't know if it's still in business or not, but God, that was a great place to stop. Food served family style at the tables, and but that's why was 331 pounds and falling, as I like to eat. So Black Label Trading Company has brought out a new cigar again.
Oh,
You got my attention.
I know. This is called the Dreadnought 30th Anniversary. It is exclusive to Atlantic Cigars for their 30th anniversary. They are pleased to announce the Dreadnought 30th Anniversary at Atlantic Cigar Company's exclusive, the handcrafted at Fabrica Oliva Negra in Esteli, Nicaragua. For those of you that don't remember, that's the same company that Brandon and Kendrick from Apostate have hooked up with to do their distribution. So this celebrates 3 decades of passion, craftsmanship, and premium cigars with the Black Label Trading Company's Atlantic 30th Anniversary Dreadnought BP Torpedo, created as an ultra limited release. Only 500 boxes have been produced, making this cigar a true collector's piece and a must-have for the enthusiast seeking something distinctive. Sorry, Larry, but this 5 1/2 inch by 54 box press torpedo showcases a striking barber pole wrapper presentation intertwined with rich Pennsylvania broadleaf with accents of Ecuadorian Habano for the visually bold appearance, mirroring its complex characteristics. Underneath, a carefully selected blend of Ecuadorian and Nicaraguan tobaccos in the binder and filler create layers of depth and balance throughout the smoking experience. It's blended by James Brown and crafted, obviously, by Black Label. It delivers bold, refined profile fans of the brand have come to expect. Expect a rich smoking journey featuring notes of earth, dark sweetness, pepper, natural tobacco spice, and subtle complexities that evolve from start to finish. It is a Pennsylvania broadleaf and Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. Binder is Ecuadorian Habano. Filler is Nicaraguan. Once again, it is a 5 by 54 box press torpedo in a 10 count box. MSRP is about $15.
That's not bad.
not bad unless you bring it here. But Atlantic,
Oh, well.
if you guys do want to try and get a hold of one, there's a link to Atlantic Cigar on the bottom of this article, LoomisCigarCartel.com, and click on the cigar news section. Rick Rodriguez from West Tampa is announcing another exclusive release. The company ships Chef Rick. So, West Tampa is excited to announce that Chef Rick has begun to ship and will be available both in U.S. and international markets. Like its predecessor, Boliche Boulevard, I believe, and the Devil's Crab, Chef Rich serves up an unforgettable flavor. And if you don't know, he did used to be a chef before he started his tobacco company. Serves up an unforgettable flavor third course in West Tampa's food-inspired line. A great culinary chef requires technical mastery, immense passion, and creativity, says Rick Rodriguez of the inspiration behind the blend. I also wanted to take the opportunity to partner with a young and upcoming factory, Tabacalera Pagas de Nicaragua S.A., to close out the trilogy. Having the opportunity to work alongside Raimundo Pages Raffo also allows me to bring something new and unique to my fans. The Chef Rick will be a limited release of 1,000 boxes available in one size and packed in a box containing 50 cigars. It is a 6x52 Toro, $12.99 MSRP.
That ain't bad.
We haven't really talked about West Tampa a whole lot. We did do a feature of the black, red, and white, which is their first releases that they did when they started the company. So founded in 2022, West Tampa Tobacco Company is dedicated to business of producing, marketing, and distributing the finest premium brand cigars around the world. West Tampa Cigar Company can be found now in over 750 retailers across the U.S., Europe, Asia, Canada, and South America. For more information, of course, please visit their website. Same thing, please go to cigar news section of LoomisCigarCartel.com and you'll find the link. They're a great company. Rick's a lot of fun. I plan to see him this year, and I will try to secure an interview with him because he's a really good guy. Knows a lot about cigars, too.
That always helps.
Yeah. So that's basically the cigar news. Other than that, I'm out of runway as far as that goes. I mean, I've had a couple articles come out on what PCA is doing and the goings on. I don't know if you remember, we talked to Josh, not Josh. Fuck shit out. He runs the vault in Meridian, Idaho.
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm blanking.
You live in Idaho.
Hugo.
No, it might be Josh. I might be just being stupid.
This is going to be embarrassing.
Yeah, a hard time getting any respect out of the vault.
Meridian, while he's doing that, the vault... Greg has mentioned so many times how much we treasure the relationship between you and our podcast, and he would never, ever. I'm stalling for you, Greg.
Anyway,
look it up, jackass.
He's bringing out a book, and it's a book called "If Jesus Smoked Cigars." Now,
I get a fucking phone call.
Right? It's obviously from the preview that I read. I have not got to read the book. It comes out later this year, but the book all talks about relationships in business. So. Obviously it is Josh. It's Josh Everett. It is Josh.
Did you do the thing where you went, it's Josh, and went, no, that's Habersky. Shit.
Yes, I did.
Because that's where it's like, no, Josh Habersky's PCA.
But anyway, he's had such an amazing career throughout his decades of working, from tech to consulting to running the vault in Meridian, Idaho. And, one of the things he treasures about the vault is that he really likes to make connections, not only with his vendors, but with his customers too. And it really shows when you go to that shop. So it's a book that I look forward to getting once that comes out. And there will be further updates on there as we get closer to the release date. The other thing I was noticing too was talking about.
Hold on. Any quotes from Jesus in the book?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
All right.
We'll get it. I'll secure an autographed copy and we'll release it.
Unless Jesus autographs it. I mean, I'm not.
Right. But yeah, it's we're in this kind of weird situation in terms of cigar news because PCA's already happened. So all the major whiz bang releases have come out this year, and now we're just waiting on
delivery
and things are going on with that. But other than that, Anthony, how's that cigar going?
It's going fantastic. It's been a while since I've smoked one of the yardsticks, but it fits very firmly in that category. A cigar you can buy a bundle of, it's going to be cheap but good. And you don't, and like my dad said, you don't have to worry about setting it down, picking it up. You don't have to worry about, I need to set aside an hour to sit and smoke this. It is a grab and go, and you don't have to put too much worry or thought like, oh, am I going to enjoy this? Or, I'm smoking this stick for the first time. It's a reliable placeholder when you don't want to go to your collection of stuff.
Right. And I think the price can't be beat either. Even
100%.
even at full retail from Cigars International, you're talking $65 for 20 cigars. That's a great price for a bundle stick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I light another one.
Of course.
How about you, Larry?
No, this is great. Ton of smoke volume with this. Nice, smooth flavor. Yeah. I would definitely jump on there and pick up a bundle or two to put in the rotation for yard work rotation pile there.
Now, I usually go to a different site, also run by Cigars International, to get mine. And average on Cigar Bid that I usually get them between $25 and $30 a bundle. So, what, $2.50 to $3 a stick? Go for it.
Yep, we're gonna have to do a little Cigar Bid trolling, I think, pretty soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been doing that anyway. There's a new one. So I bought a box of these a while ago, and we'll have them on a future show because they won't be delivered to my Idaho address until next week. But there's and again, it's another inexpensive brand because you just need them. I mean, we talk about mini cigars a few times. We've talked about the juniors from Rocky Patel, which is I'd say a petite Corona would be the best way to describe that one. And then we talk about cigarillos. And there's a new one that's come out from Davidoff that I was able to secure a couple packages of, and it's the Xenos. And that is one of Davidoff's more budget-friendly lines. They run on average for full-size cigars around $10 to $12 a stick. Well, the minis it's a little cigarillo. So it's, a 20 some odd ring gauge by 3 inches, little tiny cigarette style. They're great sticks. Well, my go-to in that size frame is normally the Davidoff Gold. And you're talking about, $50 to $80 a box of 50, depending on where you get them from. But I found online several years ago on Cigar Bid, of course, they were called the General Grant. And it's a budget cigarillo.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, they're freaking great sticks I got 2 60 count boxes of them for $50 on Cigar Bid the other day.
Nothing wrong with that.
And when you're talking like it's been a particularly shitty day at work and you want to step outside and have a 10-minute peace break with a cigar, they're ideal for that situation. So, each one of us are cigar snobs. Everyone who smokes cigars is just that way. There's no two ways about it. And if you deny it, you're lying. But I think sometimes this is where budget-friendly cigars get a bad rap because you can find something that is on the more inexpensive side that's of decent quality that you can supplement your ultra premiums with.
Yep.
These just happen to be a few of them. And by the way, if you see I'm bidding on them, stay the hell away from them.
Okay, then.
That wasn't a threat or anything.
No. We had that situation come up. I was bidding against because they do your first and last initials and your city you're in, right? So I'm sitting here. This was back when what's the cigar? I got thousands of them. Last
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Are you having a stroke? I mean, do we need to take your blood pressure? What the fuck's going on here?
My watch would tell me if my heart rate was going down or up. But it was when the last czars were going out of production, right? And I'm bidding on some last czars, and this asshole CT of Roseville outbids me. wins the auction. And I'm going, this motherfucker, if I ever find out who this is, we're going to have some words. I'm sitting in the lounge, right? Unbeknownst to me, CT of Roseville is sitting across from me.
Oh.
And he looks over and he goes, so, how'd you like that last czar bid? And I'm like, you fucking little asshole are the one that stole my cigars from me. That's Sarah's husband. I didn't put it together. Chris of Roseville. But anyway, that was fun. But yeah, you know, I mean, cigar bid is one of those unique things that I know what I'm willing to pay. So I set my price, my maximum bid. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. Big deal. I'm not willing to pay as close to MSRP as if I wanted to pay MSRP, I would freaking go to Cigars International and buy them there.
I think you need to start bidding under an alias. FU from Citrus Heights. So we've talked about this before on the podcast, and I think this conversation mostly happened at Scott's birthday. So if I'm retreading recent territory, only downside of the cheaper cigars is the
short filler.
Yeah, the short filler.
Short filler.
No, but hey, small price to pay.
You know, again,
Worth it, honestly.
For $2.50, I don't complain.
But so if I'm retreading things we've talked about recently, I apologize. Pretty sure I mentioned Boat Boy's getting married.
That was last episode.
Simple courthouse ceremony, but the other witness, Zach's other buddy, wanted to do something a little special, bachelor party style. So he was able to snag us cruise tickets for a 3-day cruise down to Ensenada. So I was picking Scott and Sue, tiny wife, their brains at the dinner because they cruise a fuckload more than I do, which is currently 0. But I brought up something interesting because I remember one of Scott's laments for cruising is he is often relegated to the, the corner by the janitor closet with the old ladies smoking cigarettes to enjoy a cigar. I am curious because on the calendar for the cruise is not something I was expecting to see. At 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Sky Bar, Deck 14 amidships, is Cigars Under the Stars. Sit and relax with a cigar in your hand and savor the smooth flavors of quality tobacco. Immediately before I hit read more, I'm like, what fucking trash ass sticks are they gonna be selling on this boat?
At a premium price, too.
At a premium price. Join us for a special cigar and spirits pairing event featuring Oliva C and Rocky Patel cigars. Cigar purchase is not required to participate. And I'm like, that is not the direction I thought that was going.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Still going to be a premium price, I'm sure, but Oliva and Rocky Patel were not. I was not expecting a brand name, let alone 2 good brand names. So I will. We at least one night, if not for me at least every night, are going to check that out, and I will report back what the good people at
Princess
I think Royal? It's through the Royal app. I actually don't know if the boat we're on. It's the I think it's the Monarch of the Seas.
SS Minnow.
Yeah, something like that. It's a bigger boat than I fucking thought it'd be. It's like 4,000 people or more. I'm like, I don't want to be around that many people, but we're gonna have fun either way. So yeah, I will report on how the Cigars Under the Stars on a boat is. So
you remember Oliva having a C?
Is it a different? Is this a different Oliva? I wonder.
There's only one Oliva brand anyway, but I'm not familiar with the C. I know a G, an O, the V. So you'll have to find out because I don't know.
Honestly, the thing that surprised me the most was cigar purchase is not required, which I asked everyone at Scott's birthday dinner and they agreed. That implies you are allowed to bring your own sticks, which I thought
that does not imply.
That does not imply?
That states.
That state. Well, yes.
That you can bring your own cigars.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. No, that's like a double whammy there.
So I'm bringing a t-shirt and a bag of cigars now.
Yeah. Not only are you not getting Paco's cigars and chew as your limited edition cigar of the evening, mandatory, you can bring your own sticks. So that's a double hell yeah right there.
Well, if I remember right, you're doing an apostate for that, at least one of those evenings.
Yeah, I'm gonna I told the guys I will for sure bring one each of the endowment. I openly told them, I'm like, guys, I'm not a big going board games guy. I'm not what Daniel, this other gentleman, elevator salesman, by the way, not a joke. That's what he does. There will be conversations about that.
A lot of money in that, apparently.
A lot of ups and downs.
I
don't know if he's gonna
laugh. Is that
laugh.
his joke or yours?
He's either gonna laugh or punch me when we first meet. We're gonna find out. But no, I was very honest. I'm like, Zach's been on the show. You know him. He's type B. He's very chill. Daniel seems very type A, and he's like, oh, we should enter the trivia competition, the onstage trivia competition. I'm like, no. My vibe is I'll walk around and eat street tacos and drink with you guys. We're not. I do not want to be the center of attention on a cruise ship full of 5,000 people. I'll pass, but for sure, one night we'll all three do the cigar thing. That'll probably be my evening get away from 4,000 people.
How do you think he'd do on the cruise ship if they're 4 cocktails deep? Trivia question number 7, and some jackass from the back yells out, "Gorilla from beyond the humidor."
I think I will pretend not to speak English and get security if anybody recognizes me on this fucking boat.
Well, I mean, you were stalked already once.
Fuck, that was still one of the creepiest photos of me that has ever existed.
Right, but that was our friend James from Grass Valley.
It looked like it came out of a fucking CIA dossier.
It could have been you and a Bigfoot in the background. Yeah.
It didn't help that Dave Eggert was wearing a fucking KGB trench coat next to me. I don't know where the fuck he got that jacket.
Well, that's, and I've apologized to him several times for making this statement. And I will again the next time I see him, because I'm going to make the statement again now. When I first ran into John and his dad up at the butcher shop up there, and I'm like, I was like genuinely getting irritated. Like, why the fuck is this guy keep every time I turn around, this fucking guy's staring at me. And it was the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. I wasn't even drinking.
I gotta make him say something assholeish. That's the only way I'll know.
Yeah, and finally he comes out, and asks me. I'm like, oh yeah. And his dad picked up on his dad. Goes, you were thinking that was going a different direction, weren't you? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit. Not gonna lie. But it's cool. Sorry, John. Again,
the price of fame.
Yeah, right. There we go. Yeah, we're either famous or infamous. I get those words confused.
Well, last week, Tuesday, Scott and I met up at Cigar City up there in Folsom.
Yeah.
And funny, you and I were sitting here talking last time we recorded, going, yeah, I'm not sure about talking to that guy yet about us doing a podcast there because we're not knowing it. And I walked in wearing this shirt with the Loomis Cigar Cartel, and he goes, Loomis Cigar Cartel, huh? I said, yeah, it's 3 of us. We started this group and started a podcast. He goes, oh yeah, you guys do the Beyond the Humidor podcast. I said, yes, we do. He goes, when are we going to record here?
Oh, there we go.
And I went,
hell yeah.
Well, let me give you my card. Let's get in touch and we'll figure that out. He's like, yeah, we can arrange it on a night where you guys can use the VIP room and record here.
Speaking of getting recognized, I forgot to tell you about this one. When I went and dropped off the cigars for the Loomis Education Foundation golf tournament, one of your regular employment customers asked where you were. And I'm like, excuse me? He goes, yeah, you do the podcast with Greg and the other guy, right? Scott, you're now the other guy, by the way. I'm all, yeah. You listen?
White was implied in that sentence. The other white guy.
And Roseville fireman, apparently. I want to say Jeff, but I don't remember.
Don't know. I might know him. I might see him at my regular place of employment.
Yeah, that's where he said he knew you from.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So every once in a while, we get the little the head nod recognition, and usually I get that because people go, oh, it's that asshole again. But you know.
Well, I mean, one of the most fun recognitions we got was when we were at PCA, and we walk into the quality imports booth, and the rep there goes, "Oh, I listened to you guys' show."
That was cool.
I'm like, huh,
Hell yeah.
who knew? But
There's a man with no social life right there.
right, especially listening to
Well,
us.
considering if that's the PCA I'm thinking of, was that the same PCA where there was just mobs of media people?
Uh-huh.
The fact that the people who are there trying to do business are being what's a polite way to say this? Inconvenienced by so many people that, yeah, I totally have a podcast, bro. Media badge people. And I don't feel bad saying that because that sounds like what it was.
It was.
The fact that he took the time to go, hey, I listen to you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that was cool.
he doesn't know who those 5 other dorks who are live on Instagram at that moment are, but they were able to pick you guys up.
Well, that's the whole thing. Live on Instagram is not cigar media, in my opinion. And that's actually one of the reasons why the PCA did what it did and implemented the stricter guidelines. Is same way with unfortunately, Rocky Mountain is doing the same thing. They're implementing stricter guidelines on their media groups because, just someone who's doing a Facebook or an Instagram live for 10 minutes, they're not considering that media. They need to have a presence, an online presence, a website, a product like we do. And our approach was a little bit different. We would walk in, if you were the vendor, we'd be like, hey, we notice you're a little bit busy right now, but we'd like 5 minutes to do a recording with you. Obviously now is not a good time. Oh, well, and the typical response was, hey, can you come back in an hour? Sure, we'll be back in an hour and I'll give you the time you want. That's just the common courtesy thing to do.
There's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing and a curse. The reason you guys are able to do this podcast and Ethan and I are able to do ours is because the barrier to entry to those things is way lower. Like, you guys essentially have a radio show. I essentially have a radio show. And anyone else can now do that. But the problem is anyone else can now do that.
Yeah.
And I think it is a wise decision for some of these groups to be like, hey, 5 followers on a Friday and 2 of them are your are
2 of the guys you live with.
Yeah, are 2 of the guys you live with. That ain't cutting it for media, my guy. Sorry. But no, that's kind of just the way this is worked out. For better or worse.
Yeah, and it's a fine line. I mean, am I discouraging anybody from starting a cigar podcast or any podcast for that matter? No. It's a creative outlet and it's fun. Everyone enjoys it. I certainly do. I've got 3 good guys I record a show with every 2 weeks and we have a good time doing it. So I don't want to discourage anybody from doing it, but do your homework and make a presence. Get a brand and build it because that's your credibility, is your brand.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done an adequate job so far.
Well, and even Ethan and I just celebrated 100 episodes in, and he and I constantly remind people, like, this is a hobby. This is not, we aren't doing this professionally. I'm not trying to get into SAC Comic-Con with a media badge. It is literally, I had to remind the audience of this because someone playfully complained, like, you guys tangent too much. It's like, this is first and foremost an excuse for me and my buddy who lives 2 time zones away to force each other to talk to each other, or we will go insane. Mostly Ethan, because he lives in Kansas. But secondly to that, the vehicle we are using to do that is MASH. So yes, we will talk about the episode, but we are going to take 10 minutes and let Ethan vent for the fact that he's been working on a fucking car for 3 years and finally got it running. Like,
he is painted MASH green though, so
he is going to paint it emerald green, and I floated a name idea to him.
Emerald green?
Like a dark,
like glitter emerald green?
No, dark.
Very dark green. It does have a little bit of metallic fleck in it, but it's not like glittery.
It's not like he needs hydraulics and Dayton's.
No.
So his new nickname's going to be the Wizard of Oz.
Well, he has 3 names he's floating out that he didn't tell me because he wants to stew on them himself and come up with, that's kind of how he's named his vehicles. But I'm like, you pulled it out of a Kansas barn. It's been the thing that's kept you from shooting up the state of Kansas on the weekends where you are just fucking tired of living there. And you're going to be painting it deep emerald green. Motherfucker, if you don't name that bitch Dorothy, you're a fucking idiot. And he's like, God damn it, that's good. And I'm like, don't name it Dorothy.
We'll cut some gold vinyl to go on the leading edge of the windshield that says Dorothy.
Right.
Well, on car news, and I don't think this has come up on our podcast. Your Anthony's youngest brother, my youngest son, he's working on restoring a 64 Falcon wagon. Okay. He got it. The handles and moldings were all shaved. He had to put a floor pan in it, do some motor work on it, some other stuff. Now it's patinaed out pretty good. It had some body work done, so it's got some primer spots on it, and he's kind of leaving it like that right now. He found a period correct 60s, the clamp on the drip rail roof racks, so he's got that. He purchased a 15 or 16 foot old Grumman aluminum canoe that they've been taking out every weekend since they bought it, and they love the thing, he and his girlfriend. So that goes up on the rack. Now, if you've been following this podcast for a while, you've heard me talk about the 4.5 foot wide set of bull horns that he had on his lowered Ford Ranger a few years ago.
Anthony, please tell me you have pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I've got him on the Ranger. I'm trying to see if he sent me photos for the.
So now he has those on the grill of the wagon, and he names all of his cars. The Ranger was tan, and he called it Bobby.
Bobby Hill.
After Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. And just yesterday, his mother asked him if he had a name for the wagon yet. He got all offended look on his face because apparently this has been named for quite a while now, and we just haven't caught on. The 64 Falcon wagon is called Porter Wagner.
Yes.
So, apparently, the sickness runs in the family.
I've known you long enough. Yes,
this is
it
him
does.
seeing if they'll clear the headlights.
You got to send me that so we can post it on the video.
Yep.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
But
it looks good with the canoe up top, too.
well, Dad did that years ago. He bought that 60-something Plymouth GTX, and it was a nice car. I don't get excited about American muscle, I guess, as I should. Not my thing. I mean,
it either is or it isn't.
Yeah, we've got one in the garage now that is probably going on the market at some point soon, and it's a 67 Dodge Coronet GTX. And the fun part about that one is I have the original serial motor that goes with it, the 440.
440.
Yeah, the 440, and I've got a spare 440 to go with it. So whoever buys this thing, you're getting two engines. I don't give a shit. It needs to get the hell out of my garage. But I saw on Count's Customs one time, they were doing, I think it was either an old Ford or an old Chevrolet. And instead of sanding the body out and painting it, they just clear coated over the patina and the body work.
That's huge popular right now.
And it was beautiful.
There's a product out now, a company called Poppy's Patina, that it's a wipe-on clear coat that is really, really nice product for what you're getting out of it. Now, you're not getting a paint job out of it, and so you have to know that going in. But if you clean up, wash, and get all the grime off, so that what you have is the patinaed paint. And then go over that with this Poppy's Patina, this wipe-on clear coat. It turns out pretty nice.
Yeah.
For that type of look, So we about ready to wind this up.
I think so.
We've drugged this along as far as we can.
Right. And then, but
when's our next recording?
2 weeks from today.
15th, which
I will be gone.
I won't be here either. So there'll be something coming out. Not sure what yet, but there'll be something coming out. But no,
it's just me.
Midnight Mass is coming up in August, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll
get you the dates.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I want to get out there with you, shoot some footage, and smoke a few cigars, and show people what that's about.
I will send the link to Greg. It's finally been a year ago today. I would have been rolling into Concordia about now, which is crazy to think that trip is a year ago now. But because it's been long enough, I finally felt like looking at all the dash cam footage. The first day of time-lapse driving video went up a couple days ago, so I will share the link to that to you. it's kind of cool watching the trip. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out.
Cool. Push the button. Well, I'm halfway through my second cigar, and everybody's getting down to the nub on that one. So thank you all for listening. On behalf of Larry, Anthony, the absent Scott, and myself, take care. We'll see you on the next episode. Not sure what that is, but there'll be something coming out as everyone's out of town but Larry. And, I hate doing this part because Scott does it so well. Thanks for listening. Like and share us on Facebook. Visit us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button, and you can actually subscribe on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram now, so you can see all our concurrent insanity that we post. I'm Greg Perry. Thank you for listening to Beyond the Humidor podcast, and as Scott likes to say, stay healthy and safe. Good smoke, good drink, good life. Take care, everybody.
See ya.